world without color, it'd be a pretty boring place. So today on DIY Sci, experiments you can do at home that are all about the science of color. We're gonna go crazy with color powder.
Get him!
Playing with the science of color today on DIY Sci. All right, guys, you can turn off the colorizer thing. I'm Steve Spangler, and I love blowing stuff up with the power of science. I'm going to show you how you can do it yourself.
Bam!
You can harness the power of science in your own home with DIY Sci.
Yeah!
In 3, 2, 1.
It's a cavalcade of color today on DIY Sci. Welcome, I'm Steve Spangler. Let's get right into the science of color with some simple experiments you can try at home. For this, you're going to need a power strip and 3 light bulbs. You'll need blue, green, and red. These are the primary colors of light. You're going to need a white wall because we're going to experiment with some shadows and some cool things that happen when these colors mix. Now, I'm going to trade these lights for some inexpensive desk lamps that I found at the hardware store. So let me turn off the blue and focus just on the red and the green. What happens when you start to mix them? Well, what's nice here about the wall is that I can start to pull these together. We have in the very middle here this yellow that shows up. So green plus red, believe it or not, makes yellow. And look at this. Look at the shadow that we start to see here. So as I bring in the stick here, take a look at what we have. We get to see in this yellow area here, green, and we get to see red. So if each one of these gets turned off, you see that that's where the shadow is for the red. This is the shadow for the green. Mixed together, you now get to see both of the shadows against this yellow section here. Now we can trade and look at what happens if we focus on these two as well. So when we have blue and we mix it with green, we now get this color called cyan. Same situation here where you get to see green on one side and you get to see blue on the other side. And finally, if we mix the red and we mix the blue, we get this great color called magenta, and our shadows are just the same. But what happens when you mix all of these together? When you take green and you mix blue and you mix red, you get this amazing thing called white.